Back in the early 1950s, NBA games were drawing just about 2,800 fans on average, so the league starts eyeing those underrated players to drum up some buzz. You know, coaches and fans kind of overlook guys like Neil Johnston, this Philadelphia Warriors center who's putting up 22.3 points a game without much flash, because his chill vibe keeps him flying under the radar. That kind of snub gets people talking about who's really getting the props they deserve, and it pushes the NBA to fine-tune how they pick All-Stars. Meanwhile, in the 1954 All-Star game, they leave Johnston out even though he's leading the league in scoring, which has fans all like, what's up with this voting system? The stats back then show only 12 spots on the All-Star roster each year, so it's brutal, leaving out talents like Bob Pettit, a rookie forward averaging 20.4 points and 13.8 rebounds a game in 1955. Analysts are shocked because Pettit's double-doubles are raising the bar, but that East Coast bias keeps favoring those players over him. So the NBA mixes in fan votes to start fixing these misses bit by bit. Coaches like Red Auerbach, the Boston Celtics genius with a 62% win rate, are out there fighting for more balance. But even he can't rescue every player who should have made it. Fast forward to the 1960s, and we see another tough break with Jerry Lucas, this Ohio State forward averaging 19.7 points and 17.2 rebounds a game, who gets passed over for the 1964 All-Star game. Fans are rallying hard because his college stardom translates straight to the pros, but the committee skips him, probably because of that mid-season trade to the Cincinnati Royals. That mistake shines a light on the wonky rules for mid-year stuff, so the league tweaks them to make sure traded guys get a fair look. At the same time, stars like Elgin Baylor, the Lakers forward, dropping 27.4 points a game, are stealing all the spotlight and burying the up-and-comers. Looking at the 1970s data, All-Star voting bumps up to 24 players, but snubs still happen, like with George McGinnis, an Indiana Pacers forward averaging 27.6 points and 14.3 rebounds in the ABA before jumping to the NBA. His 1976 shutout ticks off fans because those ABA stats fit right in, but the NBA's docking him for showing up late. That's why the league starts blending ABA numbers into the All-Star mix, making the merger less bumpy. Coaches like Bill Sharman, the Lakers' sharp tactician with a 62% win rate, are out there fighting for more balance, but even he can't rescue every player who should have made it. The 1980s serve up a snub with Rolando Blackman, a Dallas Mavericks guard averaging 22.4 points a game in 1985, who doesn't get the All-Star invite. It hurts because his reliable buckets are right up there with guys like Magic Johnson, but his team's so-so season keeps him in the dark. Fans raise hell about it, so the NBA adds in stats-based measures on top of the popularity contest to even things out. Meanwhile, folks are pointing out Blackman's 48% shooting from the field, which totally makes his case and kicks off some slow but steady voting change. In the 1990s, data shows All-Star rosters averaging 30 players, but Derrick Coleman, a New Jersey Nets forward with 20.1 points and 11.2 rebounds a game in 1993, ends up sitting it out. It's a shocker because his well-rounded play jumps out, but some off-court noise turns voters off. So the league pivots to putting more weight on what happens on the court instead of rumors, flipping the script on how these are viewed. Coaches like Chuck Daly, the Pistons champ with 2 rings, throw their support behind Coleman even if the sting hangs around. Come the 2000s, Yao Ming, a Houston Rockets center, averaging 19.9 points and 9.2 rebounds a game in 2003, almost gets snubbed out over injury fears. Fans are demanding he gets in because his worldwide pull is huge for the NBA's growth, so they start giving more love to international guys. That change is big because it shakes up the All-Star group with real variety. Meanwhile, dudes like Tim Duncan, the Spurs forward with 21.2 points a game, are nailing down their spots and eclipsing those close calls. 2010 stats show 30 All-Star spots available, but DeMar DeRozan, a Toronto Raptors guard averaging 23.5 points a game in 2014, misses the boat. It bums out fans, because his mid-range game is straight up iconic for the time, though that East Coast bias gives the edge to others. That's why the NBA adjusts the conference setup, landing DeRozan a spot the following year. Coaches like Greg Popovich, the Spurs legend with a 67% win rate, give props to his toughness, and it sways how votes go down the line. In the 2020s, Donovan Mitchell, a Utah Jazz guard averaging 26.4 points a game in 2020, barely sneaks into the All-Star mix. Fans are debating it hotly because his big moment plays fuel those playoff pushes, but folks getting tired of voting for multiple Jazz guys almost boots him. It counts, so the league tweaks the fan vote weighting to spotlight personal contributions more. Analysts are quick to flag his 45% shooting, which ultimately locks him in. If you enjoyed this, I'm going to be posting a lot here. I would greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe. Thanks for watching.